What's up, YouTube? This is Hot Rod Joe, Hot Rod City. Today, I have to figure out how to get that door up there by myself. So, actually taking some time to think about this. I think I figured out how to have the roustabout mini handheld crane in order to get it up there. I have an idea on how to do that, and we're going to see if that works. So, I'm going to get the crane into position. I've already picked up the giant heavy door and moved it, which I'm probably going to have to move it again to get it out of the way for the crane. So, let's get it moved. What I'm going to do is attach bar clamps on the sides. I don't want to do it at the top, because it'll just pop this top piece out. So this is where the hinge is attached, and this is attached to the lower plank, which ultimately picks this whole door up. So, and it'll probably end up leaving a mark, but we're still going to paint this door. With our strap on, we got it hooked in. Just got to raise the crane. Alright, I cranked it up into place. Trying to beat the sun, that way it's not surrounded directly in the camera, but see, there's one little green ratchet strap, well, not ratchet strap, just a strap, and then there's a green strap there. It's like one of those pull tight straps. So they're holding the door from falling outwards. It's just, I haven't unhooked it from the crane yet. So I have just the bottom of the door sat in, and it's a little snug. The measurement of the door is 82 1/4. The measurement of the frame is, I measured it like 3 times, it's 82 1/2. So it's a little snug. Hopefully it has remained square. The whole opening has remained square this whole time. So what I got now is I got a little block of wood and a hammer. I got to tap it in a few areas. Anyway, it's up there, it's wedged in. I do still have some wiggle room because the door's rather snug. So I gotta find my shims and make sure the jamb is shim, and then shim is plumb and square, and then make sure you go ahead and get the rest of it, and I'll get some finishing nails into the trim. Reason why the door, I really needed the door in at this point, is I gotta put J-channel around it so I can keep working. Whew. It has been a long day. Not a real hard day. I guess I'm getting pretty used to climbing ladders at this point. But that's what I got done today. Doesn't seem like a lot, but all that trim up there, that's a lot of trim up and down the ladder, measuring, trimming stuff out. And the back wall is actually, I trimmed out that window and I got all my measurements. So I wrote all the measurements down, and I actually got one of the panels up over there, starting from this side, working that way on the back side. So tomorrow, finish that out. So I'm working back here right now. I just got off work this morning. Had me a light little nap. Freaking sun's all beaten down. Now, I actually already measured all this out. Just dropped the tape till I hit on this piece of trim here, and wrote my measurements down. So that way I use the first and the second measurement for the first panel, the second and the third measurement for the second panel, and so on and so forth. So I've already put that one up. that was kind of rough. I actually did that last week, but I had old Andrew help me. He stood up there and just reached around and held it on while I took the ladder and leaned it up against it and checked for plumb and screwed it in. So I've already trimmed out this window. I should have cleaned it before I put it up there because it's extremely filthy and covered in dirt. And then my metal the rest of my metal order may or may not be ready today. So might ride down there and see if it's on. I have to unload the trailer. What's up, Hot Rod City folk? I'm back on the garage. I didn't work on it all last week. Nothing but rain. You would think Mother's Day weekend you'd get some nice weather, but so the only thing I got done the entire offset, because there was a break in the weather enough, and it dried off this rooftop over here. I was able to put J-channel in the little eave things on these 4 little windows. So it looks like from the stack of metal on my trailer, the last bit of metal that I believe I have everything. It looks like it's the short pieces for this wall. I'm doing this wall in halves. Well, it's divided, not 50-50 half, but halves. So we're gonna get that done. We're gonna get working on that, and then get this other wall. So I can get the bottom half of this pretty easy because I can just walk. I gotta get the trim on there though as well first. So that's next on my thing, and then it gets a valley piece here. So I'm hoping to get this done. This will more than likely be the last non-hot rod project of this channel. Because it's not a hot rod. Yeah, it's a garage for me to build more hot rods and stuff like that, and to really take my channel and hobby to the next level instead of building in that little shed. So there, as you can see, I'm running a row down here. At this point I'm only screwing for here, this batten, and the bottom. Reason being, the top panel is going to come down and overlap. Then I'll put my screws in it. I'm doing it like this for multiple reasons. One, because it's a pretty decent sized panel to manhandle, and also I guess my measurement was 3/8 of an inch off. It was supposed to be flush with the top of this board, but I guess this panel, this valley piece, brought it up just that much. So a couple of them I've had to cut 3/8 of an inch off just to come up underneath of this window. And another reason why I'm doing panels like this is one of them up down there is in the center of a panel. And given the fact that there's a lip here and a lip here and a lip here, you can't slide the panel over it and around it. If I'd have moved the J-channel out more and then like taped the J-channel onto the panel and then slid it on and then put the screws around it, I'd have been fine. But I'd have been up on top of a roof fighting a like 11-foot panel, and that just wasn't worth it to me. So this is what I'm doing. So it's I've had to cut 3 of the pieces. 2 of them I have not. Next 2 I'll have to cut, and I'll get 1 more. Alright, I'm on this my second day of the upstairs, this wall here. I finished, it's only 3 o'clock. I didn't start till like 10ish. But it's I finished the whole bottom stairs yesterday, and then like 2 or 3 I think it was 2 panels up here, the top set, before I had to run up to my buddy's house, old school AJ. So he's actually like sitting in a chair like right there because he helped me put the track up, this track right there. It's above the door. Anyways, I needed 2 hands, so he was nice enough. He's off today. He stopped by to bring me a bunch of junk, and then forgot some of the junk, so I might have to go get that junk later. But anyway, there's that wall done. I actually got the ladder set up to do the front wall now. I gotta go up there and get the clamps and stuff. I don't have a lot of room out there in the backside because of the freaking jet skis are in the freaking way. So I might have to drag one of them or something out of the way, give me some room. And then the shed's in the way for the rest of it, so, well, for a good portion of it, 10 foot of it. So, and then I got a gap in the other area, but at least I don't have to trim out any windows over there. And I don't have to cut for no windows, so it's just bam, 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 put these panels up and let's get to it. So, I'm planning, hoping, and praying, and wishing that maybe I'll have all the aluminum, not aluminum because it's not aluminum, all the metal on by the end of this weekend. And then the rest of my off days for Monday, Tuesday, I can go ahead and worry about getting the foundation wrapped around, you know, backfill for, so I'll be ready for backfill. So, and get that going. So, catch up, probably show you how I'm doing the other side once I get it figured out.